People advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
You are listening to Pace Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. We are live here on the Pace Radio Network in order to make a special announcement. And joining me here today is Kim Cooper and Cindy Howell. Good day, ladies. How you doing?
Good. How are
Al.
you? Okay, going on today is we're here to announce that here on the Pace Radio Network that we have a brand new program coming here that's going to be starting here very shortly. Kim will give us the details on all that. And as far as its name, what it's all going to encounter, and who it all is going to involve. So I'm going to pass the mic over to you, Kim.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Al. Hi, everybody. Glad to be here and bring you this special announcement. Yeah, we got a brand new show launching here on the Pace Radio Network. My joint host extraordinaire, Miss Cindy Howell, and myself came up with an idea, and Al concurred. We were all on the same wavelength as far as this went. We were making plans in the upper universe, and then we came together to create a new show. We are going to bring you the Psychedelic Reporters. We will have a weekly broadcast on every 2 weeks to start to bring you all the latest and greatest that's happening in mainstream media on the psychedelic news front.
That's right. Before we got together and got our minds together on this, I was doing something separately from what you and Cindy were talking about. And it just happened out of a conversation. Next thing you knew, things came together, and now there's this new program here. Cindy?
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I mean, we were talking before we came on, and I said it's kind of like our energies met up in the universe and created the plan, and then brought it down to us. And we had this story created, or this show created, before the three of us got together, and I'm pretty excited about it.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Because there is so much psychedelic news that's out there that's available for people to, learn from.
Yes.
Headlines that are interesting, and you read the story, and that's how people get educated to a point, and then they want to learn more. So we're hoping that by doing this, we open the door for others to look into this alternative therapy when other things haven't worked.
Yeah, as Cindy knows, on the Reefer Reporters, we pull out one psychedelic news story and add it to the rotation on Reefer Reporters, which is, of course, reporting on cannabis news. The psychedelic news stories started coming up. Cindy and I were always excited about them. It's like, oh, well, we've got to put one in here. So we started doing just one. And we started doing one each broadcast. And as time went on, it got harder and harder to choose just one. And it got to the point, it's like, oh, can't we do them all? And yes, Cindy had said those very words more than once. So it's fitting, I think, that the evolution of the show, we're bringing on a sister show, so to speak, to the Reefer Reporter, the Psychedelics Reporters, and bringing you all the psychedelic news, because there is just so much of it now, and it's just fantastic.
It's incredible how much it is. And we were doing Open Your Eye here a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago tonight, actually. And we were trying to pick one story, because we cover one story and Open Your Eye. And it's this kind of like, okay, well, there's this one and this one and this one and this one. Oh, and this one. And like, how do we pick one? Right. And it was kind of like that one. How about this one, Kim? And now we don't have to do that. We can do them all.
Yeah. So you're going to start out doing this every 2 weeks. And this is what in the opposite rotation for Open Your Eye 1 week. And then the following week, you'll have Psychedelic Reporter.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. So there are certain months, I think 3 or 4 months a year, there will be 3 podcasts of psychedelic reporters on the weeks that have 5, or in the months that have 5 weeks in that month. So we are alternating, except for the weeks that have or except for the months that have 5 weeks. Those will have 2 back to back with psychedelic reporters. So psychedelic reporters will be sitting in place any week that Open Your Eye is not on.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. And I think that you're going to find, as we did with the reefer reporters, that one show every other week is just not going to be enough.
No,
That's
I think you're right.
as time goes on and everything becomes more mainstream and more mainstream news stations pick this up and report on it. I agree. It's going to follow the evolution of cannabis, therefore the evolution of reefer reporters, and you'll see us move to once a week and then maybe even someday twice a week.
who
Yeah.
knows? Now, when we talk about psychedelics, there's all difference. Maybe you want to mention some of the names or some of the things that you believe that you'll be touching on.
Oh,
Ooh,
for sure.
yeah.
Well, for sure, there's magic mushrooms,
Psilocybin.
psilocybin, for
Yes.
sure,
Yes,
and DMT. I've got to talk about DMT just real quick, and then I'm going to hand it over to Cindy for a couple of others that I know she's very excited about. DMT. We have to introduce Bufo. All right, we have our logo, which is a frog. Yes, the frog looks quite stoned. His mouth is open, so he's mid-sentence while he whispers in our ears and lets us all know about the psychedelics news stories that are out there. Bufo alvarius is the Colorado mud frog, otherwise known as the Colorado mud frog, but he is a psychedelic frog. This is actual fact that this frog, back in the day, people would look for him and find him, and you just take a big lick off that frog, and you are going to be tripping. You're going on a DMT trip. They do excrete DMT through their skin cells. Now, of course, today we have technology advancements and intellectual advancements, so we no longer go around licking the frogs, but we do extract Mr. Bufo's skin cells so that we can get the effects of DMT without licking the frog. But that's Bufo alvarius, our mascot and our poster frog or toad for psychedelic reporters. So
Good
yeah,
to
I'm
know.
excited about Bufo.
And just so you know, in the milking of DMT from the Bufo, we do not harm the frog. It's fine. You
Right.
No
don't
harm.
the
Yes.
frog to take the DMT from him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
which
right.
is kind of cool.
That's right.
Besides
Yeah.
DMT or psilocybin, there are a ton of psychedelics out there. I personally have done iboga, and I'm excited to talk about it and report about it. There's also so many. I can list a few: ayahuasca, peyote, MDA, MDMA, LSD, ketamine. There's just so many out there that they are using now to help people with a lot of mental illness struggles, as well as help to detox them so they can fight their addiction. There have even been reports on mushrooms helping to cure cancer from Paul Stamets. So it's very exciting news, and I can't wait to bring you the mainstream media.
And this news that you'll
Absolutely. I
be
mean, it's another front of natural medicine that is now being explored and doors are being opened, so it fits into our station here rather nicely. We are a cannabis station, but we've always been about natural therapy and plant-based medicine. And this falls right in line with that.
the little subline underneath people advocating cannabis education, as I was telling you the other day, Kim, it's psychedelic and cannabis education is really what, in the end, we're going to end up covering here. I don't know if the name will ever change, but if anybody says anything, psychedelics and cannabis education is, what we are covering. And it's, I think that it's good to see that this is coming forward, because using psychedelics, some people think, people just going out and getting LSD and just getting stoned and doing chemicals, so on and so forth. But there is research out there where this is helping people. microdosing
Absolutely.
and everything, PTSD and other issues. So the research is coming out. So that's sort of the type of information that you'll be bringing forward to the watchers and the listeners in order to help educate. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Absolutely. Hello, kitty. Kitties and doggies and all kinds of animals abound joining us today, including Bufo alvarius. Yeah, I mean, for us here at the network, we've seen this. We walked this path already with cannabis, right?
Yeah.
When we first started reporting on cannabis news, and we started doing, just the Pace Radio show and interviewing people in cannabis, a lot of people thought the same thing about
Yeah.
our show back in the beginning. Oh, you're just a bunch of potheads justifying your reasons to smoke dope. You just want to get high, and that's what it's all about. And no, that's not what it's all about. And 7, 8 years now of education on the Pace Radio show, and then evolving into the Pace Radio network, we've educated a lot of people about cannabis, and now it's time for Psychedelic Front to do the same.
Correctly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Lots of people are looking for that information, and we're going to help bring it to them. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we'd like to touch on before we say goodbye?
Well, our first show is
Yeah.
starting 2 weeks tonight. So tonight we are live on Open Your Eye. 1 week tonight. And then 1 week from tonight, we start our very first show for Psychedelic Reporters. So yes, we will be live on the air at 7 p.m. on the Pace Radio Network, as well as on our brand new Facebook and social media sites, Psychedelic Reporters. So hook up with us on our new page. Catch the new show live, debuting November the 2nd, 1 week from tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Excellent. And anybody wondering, this show will be podcasted afterwards, as well as our other shows on our Spreaker app, and everybody will be able to listen to it from around the world on the radio as well.
Nice.
All right. Other than that, I guess it's our goodbyes. All right.
Thanks everybody for watching, and looking forward to seeing you on the new page.
Likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye.
People advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
You are listening to Pace Radio Network.